Hey, what's up guys, Weekly Light here, and today I have the final part of the City Town Village questline called Cult of Personality. Now, this mission is fairly long, but I have decided to condense it all into one video and just up the speed of the sped up parts. Yeah, so here we go. So great, rally the people, let's go see Mr. Gloss. Like, we actually only did get 2 people, just the guy I hate, James. And then the general manager. Yep. So it's really, we didn't really do much in all honesty. We just have 2 more people than we started with. And yep. So we have Horatio and Gluten in the cutscenes and whatnot. Even though I don't think they're my team. And then we have Pawpaw, of course. Who's definitely an important character later on. So this guy, the bear cult guy, is talking to the people on the streets, all these like hundreds of thousands of people, I guess. So they're just blocking the streets for us. So we're attacking Minister Gloss now, and she comes out with her Octoclops bodyguards. And yep, talking about how they have to run or else they're gonna get killed by giant bear blood drops, just every standard day. And yeah, she keeps talking about the storms and whatnot. She's the one in charge of them, and she just wants to use the storm stick to wash away the problems, which is really funny because it's actually causing more problems, and it's causing storms and monsters. Yeah, so I think this is some sort of allegory for when real world politicians summon storms to wash away monsters. So anyway, she retreats back into her building. The crowds retreat back to the edges of the screen so we can get a good fight going on the street. And look at that. Look at all that. That's good. I think that's maybe 12 units worth of enemies, give or take. Yeah, so we're not winning that fight. So let's just rush the door, was my idea. So I just wanted to attack the door, but you can see the bear cult guy is just charging in by himself. So there's Mr. Gloss's knick-knack parlor, which is, I guess it's a commentary on how people have knickknacks. Truly the deepest social commentary. Anyway, so this is what I was talking about. This doorway is only 2 wide, but my hair troll is 2 wide. Therefore, or not my troll mom's 2 wide, so I can block this door if I want. Yeah, it's actually extremely powerful. Just because this narrow area is completely dominated by my forces. Anyway, so Mr. Gloss retreats further. Once we break down the door, somehow these guys get past us, and they ignore us, which is good. And they're just killing Aesop and whatever his name is, and the general manager and James. Like, they're just dying outside, but I don't care about them. Let them die. Then we get to see her kitchen, or like some sort of restaurant place thing. She only eats sweet foods, apparently. And she's ignoring us and would rather eat. So the enemy's moving on us. So the enemies inside the knick-knack parlor focus on breaking the knickknacks and not attacking you. So there's no reason to really attack them because you can't kill them fast and they can kill the knickknacks. Yeah, so the general manager somehow speaks through walls and talks to the overqualified chef, and he wants to actually cook real food. Yeah, so the general manager tells him to take the day off, and so just like every chef, he just teleports out of there. Poof. Yep. In the cloud of flour. So Mr. Gloss now decides to take a nap. I don't really understand why the whole kitchen scene is necessary, because she's right back where she started like a turn ago. So all these new monsters are coming in. This is really interesting though. They're overlapping with my troll mom. You see that? I think this is an oversight, but clearly, like three troops are existing all in the same area, so it's pretty insane. Like, look at that. Oh, they finally got out, and Mr. Gloss is just slowly making her way over to the door. Once again, you see this hallway is just covered in blue hexagons. It's insane. And she walked through my troll mom once again. She clipped through his or her upper hexagon. So you can see there's some sort of collision error there, I guess, because you're not allowed to knock it away. But either way, I think that could cause some interesting problems down the line. Anyway, so here we are, just breaking down the second set of doors, and I broke it down just like that. Wow, real time, just like that. I broke it as fast as that. So this just causes more monsters to come inside. Look at that, smacking away things, but once again overlapping with the troll mom. And I think I have 4 minions in there, 4 additional blue hexagons. And then I think the general manager has 1 hexagon outside. So sadly, a lot of my troops stay inside the building while the rest leave. That's okay. So Minister Gloss finally realized that she can't take a nap, and she converts over to our side just because she wants to take a nap, I guess. Something real dumb like that. So Horatio explains his deep backstory and the deepest lore. Apparently he used to live in City Town Village before becoming a humble blueberry farmer, and we all know that turned out surprisingly well. You know, he lost his son but got his son back, and went to space. So anyway, after the deep lore session, she calls the executives, and yep, it's executive suite. See, look at him, he's an Octoclops, and which is weird. I guess Octoclopses in the lore aren't considered monsters, neither are Cyclopses or Gnomes or Electrobots. I guess only mushrooms, zombies, pixies, those type of things count. It's really weird how they consider some things monsters, even though I assumed everyone just lived in harmony, except for the cupcakes and the Electrobots. And turns out Pawpaw has betrayed us. This is some top 10 anime betrayal looking stuff. And so Pawpaw now wields a storm stick. As you can see though, Pawpaw is a Cyclops, so that fits it because the storm stick is a heavy mallet. However, Pollen Boy was able to wield it back in the Just Us League questline. He was able to wield an equivalent weapon at another heavy mallet, which still cements that Pollen Boy is far superior to Pawpaw. No doubt about it. I mean, Pollen Boy top 10 characters easily, maybe top 1 actually. Alright, so we take out the executives. So the Octoclops is the head executive, so you want to focus him, I guess. And then Pawpaw is Pawpaw, so you want to also focus Pawpaw because, he has the stupid storm stick, which is a very high damage weapon. And it has a small chance to stun you. The monsters are mainly distracted by her knickknacks and stuff up north. Also by my poor minions who got trapped in there and died tragically. I think I had like 2 snakes and 2 troll minions. They obviously got slaughtered up there. But that's okay. I got more minions now. So I just keep attacking them. And pretty soon, I think, yep, I dealt enough damage to Pawpaw, and Pawpaw quits. He quits the government job, and he rejoins the Bear Cult. Wow, top 10 anime double betrayals right there. He came back. It's like 2 betrayals make a non-betrayal, right? Anyway, so now we have the severe numbers advantage, and he somehow lost the storm stick though, so he now just is back to using, I think that's a pipe or something. And then Executive Suite dies, and then he'll make sure we'll never work in this town again. Oh, there we go. He collapses into just a spirit and he floats away. And then now there's just a gnome and a cupcake down below, and they're done for. There's no way they can survive. Oh, and 1 Electrobot. I forgot about the 1 Electrobot. So as you can see, even though we have the massive numbers disadvantage, we don't really have to worry about it because all of the monsters are focused on breaking down knickknacks. And it turns out that the monsters just want the storm stopped too. So they're only coming out to stop the storms. They're not coming out to terrorize the people, even though we saw them invading the workplace earlier. Overall, the story of this mission doesn't really make sense. The deep lore seems to conflict with the other lore. And yep, we finally did it. We killed this last cupcake, and then the zombie just walks in. And there we go. We survived the monster attack. And the assistant calls on the phone, and we haven't confirmed the storm, so therefore we're not going to summon another storm. But it's weird because you can see the storm stick just lying on the ground right there, and the storm stick is what causes storms. So we controlled the storm stick, so we should control the storms. I don't know. Anyway, look at all those guys in there. We would definitely get mauled by those. And then so the city town residents walk out, and they're all happy, and they don't crush that zombie even though they crushed my poor team. And then it turns out the crowd of monsters, they don't like the storm either. Oh my god, you know what? It's like, wow, so much in common. People don't like getting rained on by bear blood, and monsters don't like getting rained on by bear blood. Who would have thought, you know? And everyone lives happily ever after. And there's no problems and blah blah blah, and they go back to working on the same team trying to kill everyone. And yep, the city townies, and then we take the storm stick, which is not a good idea, because us with the storm stick just means we're just gonna terrorize other people with it. Just rain storms down upon them, and that's the end of the mission right there. So fairly easy mission, even though it looks impossible to start. Really, you don't have to kill that much. So overall, I'd say this is easier than the Just Us League questline. But and I'm not a big fan of it too. But it wasn't that bad. And here are the rewards you get. You get Minister Gloss and the Storm Stick. That's the main things. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I think I have one more video planned.